can we kick off with the first global story? And I'm looking at your position in China. Currently, you manufacture 10% of your audio products there. 20% of your total global production is there. What are you doing as of now in regards to your production facilities and your perhaps emergency preparedness in China in the face of the coronavirus?
Good morning. Just a simple correction. We are not in the audio business. We are in the health technology business. But never mind. We produce in China, in Europe, and in the United States. We have a balanced approach to manufacturing. Clearly, China is an important market for us. It's about 15% of our global revenue. And many supply chains are anchored somehow in China. So I am concerned with the rapidly expanding coronavirus. It may, on the one hand, impact consumer sentiment in China. On the other hand, it can also affect global supply chains. Our focus, however, right now is to support all the hospitals with our advanced CT scanners and other technologies to aid in the diagnostics of the corona patients. That's a very intensive job. We have seen there stronger demand on our service organization. But definitely, it's early days of the coronavirus, and I think we all need to be concerned.
Yes, Frans, good morning. So at the moment, you're focusing on the diagnostics in China. Are you starting to worry about the impact on Chinese growth? I know you've said that you're monitoring consumer sentiment, but how are you preparing for a potential impact that might have on China's growth in 2020?
We recorded very strong growth last year, double-digit in fact. And so overall, we see that the Chinese market has good demand for healthcare technology and consumer health products. I think the coronavirus may impact the market demand on a short notice, but it is very early days to paint that picture. We are, of course, fully in touch with the market. I think we should watch it for a few weeks before we make conclusions.
Frans, let's just circle off on this issue. We've seen a number of American institutions, global institutions, the like of the automakers, Facebook, etc., taking measures to move staff and close businesses, WeWork, etc., for a period of time. Are you moving any staff? Are you taking any, one could refer to this as a disaster recovery preparation with staff, with manufacturing, or anything within the business?
We have thousands of people in China. Of course, we have taken all the precautionary safety measures. We feel that we have that in hand. As I said, the coronavirus is in its early phases. We really should not speculate too much. I think we are prepared for it. Maybe I can pivot to our global results. We finished the year with a 3% revenue growth. And that meant for Philips overall through the year a 4.5% growth, well into the guided range. Our profit expansion in the fourth quarter was a little bit ahead of what we guided to the market for. I'm encouraged by let's say, the easing of the trade war between the United States and China. I think that will also be a positive step towards 2020 results. And let's zoom in on all the innovations that Philips have to do better diagnosis, better minimally invasive therapies, connecting doctors to patients through the cloud, through telehealth, and supporting consumers with their own health. I think it's an exciting strategy. Of course, what we announced around the domestic appliances business is going to enhance that focus on our health technology solutions.
Frans, you said that you're feeling encouraged about the easing of US-China trade tensions, but what concrete trends are you actually seeing on the ground in your business that makes you more optimistic about 2020 in light of US-China trade?
Well, we live in a world where there's still an aging population with more chronic disease. Coronavirus, in fact, also points towards the need for health and healthcare and preventative care. That's the core business of Philips. We are well positioned in the rapidly evolving technology that will aid providers in delivering better health outcomes with higher productivity and a better staff and patient experience. We have seen, for example, strong growth in our interventional business, where procedures can be done first time right, thanks to Philips systems and software and services. I think the choice that Philips has taken on the path to become a health technology business sets us up structurally for that 4 to 6% growth, something that we have delivered over the last 3 to 4 years. We have also been able to expand profitability over the last 4 years with an average of 100 basis points. So we are delivering on our strategic plan. There can always be ups and downs in a quarter, but the momentum and the direction looks strong.
Frans, can I ask you, you are mulling the sale, we understand, of your appliance business. The figure that we have in here, $2.5 billion worth of sales. What's that business worth? Have you had letters of interest? Have you had declarations of interest? When can we expect a deal on this?
The domestic appliances business covers categories like kitchen appliances, floor care, garment care, and air quality enhancement. It's a global leader. The business has been growing consistently. The profit is double-digit. We think that it's a great business with a lot of growth prospects. We are just at the beginning of the process of separating it into a legal entity. I think that will trigger interest. For me now, at the beginning of a 12 to 18 months process, it is really rather early to answer your question specifically. But I think there will be a lot of interest, and it will also help then Philips to reinforce its own focus on health technology as we are able to boost that portfolio further.
Frans, can you give us an update on the order intake? The fourth quarter seasonally tends to be quite strong, but what does your current order intake tell us about the company's health?
We saw a 3% order growth overall, but within that we could see strong growth on equipment that underpins the growth rate of 2020 in a good way. We have also seen strong traction on the services side. We have seen a step up in the fourth quarter around, for example, monitoring and analytics. I think we are well set up for 2020, although the year will be gradually strengthened as we go forward.